So keep it in mind, even though if there is a small portion of the iron, when it is coated left, when it is coated with the zinc, or if there is a scratch, identical scratch on a zinc coated iron material, so it will never leads to corrosion because zinc will form a protective layer because zinc is more reactive than iron. So that is what you have to remember, everybody. So that is only the answer. Whenever you ask if it is coated with the zinc, and it is not seen that even though a small portion is left or identical portion, identical scratch, still there is no corrosion. The only reason is as the zinc is more reactive than iron, so it will form a protective layer, the oxide layer, which is known it as zinc oxide. That is what you have to remember it always. So that question used to come very frequently. So please all of you note it. Next, read the following statements. Stainless steel does not rust. Iron, nickel, and chromium forms an alloy. Does statement Q presents a valid explanation for statement P? Justify your answer, they are asking. So all of you observe this the first thing. So if you all notice it here, everybody. So if you notice, stainless steel does not rust. Yes or no, everyone? So we all knows it is given there. So first, stainless steel is alloy or not, everyone? So what is the best method for preventing corrosion, everyone? The best method for preventing corrosion, as I told you already, making of what? Making of alloys. What do you mean by making of alloys? Mixture of metals. So we are going to mix the different varieties of metals and non-metals, and we are going to form a one homogeneous mixture. So that is what it is. So if you have taken now here, they are saying stainless steel. So stainless steel, here is you notice it. When iron is mixed with the nickel, chromium, and we get a stainless steel, which is hard and does not rust. Does not rust. So that is what is that. So stainless steel does not rust. Yes, true it is. Why? Q. Iron, nickel, and chromium form an alloy. Iron, nickel, and chromium. So what is the iron, nickel, and chromium? The both three are together. Since alloy can change the protective part of a metal, so we can do it. So yes, please. Iron, chromium, and nickel. You can notice it here. So when iron is mixed with nickel and chromium, that is what three. Iron, chromium, nickel, and chromium will get a stainless steel. So Q also true. So iron, nickel, and chromium forms this alloy. What is that alloy? Stainless steel. That is why it does not rust. So what is the answer? Everybody. Does the Q prevents a valid Q presents a valid explanation for statement P? Justify your answer. Yes or no? Everybody, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Understand why stainless steel is? Now come back to that, sir. How to answer? Stainless steel does not rust. Why? Because it is made up of three metals and it forms an alloy. That is the reason. Do you understand, Hari? How to answer? So it is, suppose if the assertion reason comes, what is the option now? Option? Option A. Are you clear, everybody? So how it is? Stainless steel does not rust. What is the reason? Because it is made up of three metals and it will form an alloy. That is the reason it does not. Clear, everybody? Understand? Abrami, Asuni. So that is what you have to remember it. Okay. So stainless steel does not rust because it is made up of three metals and it forms an alloy. So that is the reason it won't be corroded. So that is what you have to remember it. Everybody clear, Amma? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Next, a teacher asks her students to identify a metal M. She gives them the following clues to help them. You all should tell me now. So its oxide reacts with both HCl and NaOH. Its oxide reacts with both HCl and NaOH. I have taught you in your book. You can see that. It does not react with hot or cold water, but reacts with steam. It can be extracted by electrolysis of its ore. So these are the 3 points is given. Okay, everybody. Now identify the metal. Write the chemical equation for the reaction of the metal with HCl and NaOH. And what would happen if the metal is reacted with the iron oxide? Okay. So let us identify. So anyhow, from this statement, from the question number C, I identified that definitely the given metal is not a iron. Am I right, guys? Do you all agree with me? Everybody? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now Tejaswini is saying that it is a magnesium. But magnesium, you see, Tejaswini, magnesium will react with the hot water or steam. Do you understand, Tejaswini? Magnesium will react with the hot water or steam. That is what you have to remember. So it is not a magnesium. Do you understand? So magnesium I can avoid it, and iron also I can avoid it. Because iron, how I can avoid it? Because last one they are giving that what would happen if the metal is reacted with iron oxide. So definitely the given metal is not iron, and it is not reacting with the hot water. So hot water means definitely it is not a magnesium also, because magnesium reacts with the hot water. But of course they have given even a cold water also. So definitely it is not a sodium, potassium or calcium. Understand? And anyhow, after lead, copper, mercury, this all no reaction with hot water or steam. Over everything. Only chapter close. Only two metals are possibilities. What is the two metals, everybody? Either aluminum or
All zinc.
aluminum or zinc. So let us come back to now. Then you can start reading. So write the chemical equation. So here, it can be extracted by electrolysis of its ore. That is what is the one more clue. So first one, its oxide reacts with the both HCl and NaOH. It does not react with the hot water or cold water. So there is a two options, either aluminum or zinc. So we have to decide now. It can be extracted by electrolysis of its ore. Extracted by electrolysis of its ore. From that point, I can identify. So come here, everybody. Are you all using NCERT or not? Check your books here and tell me. Electrolysis. So now zinc is using. Everyone check it here. Zinc is actually extracting by what? Reduction by using carbon. Am I right, guys? Please respond. Everyone? Do you understand, Amma? So 100% from this statement, I will cancel the zinc. So electrolysis means only possibility. Who is that? Everyone. Electrolysis means who is that?
Aluminium.
Aluminium. So
Yeah.
that is what is the way you need to answer the question. So breaking the question is always very important to get the correct mark. So I identified what is a given metal. Everybody. Aluminium. Do you understand, everybody? Clear, everyone? So that is the reason I always will say, so what is the metals undergoes electrolysis? Learn sodium, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum undergoes electrolysis. Then zinc, iron, lead and copper reduction by using carbon. Understanding? Next, silver and gold found in native state. No need extraction. So here we have metals of high reactivity, metals of mediumly reactivity, metals of low reactivity. So please learn this everything. Okay, everybody. So anybody having any doubt, please let me know. So what is that metal? Everybody, electrolysis. Electrolysis means from that I understand it is a what? Aluminium. Now write the chemical equations for the reaction of the metal with HCl and NaOH. So write it, everybody. What will happen? Yes, please. Aluminium reacting with NaOH, aluminum not. Write the chemical equation for the reaction of the metal with HCl. Metal, metal won't be correct. I think metal oxide or metal. Metal, is there any reaction? Sorry, just check it. It's oxide actually. Oxide will react, not metal. Write the chemical equations for the reaction of the metal oxide. Metal oxide with HCl and NaOH, because its oxide react with the both HCl and NaOH. So what is that equations, everybody? So first oxide, what is aluminum oxide formula? Al2, Al2O3. Is it right, guys?
O3.
Yeah, reacting with the first HCl. So if you take HCl, so what will happen? We'll get aluminum chloride AlCl3 plus H2O. So balancing equation, do it everybody. So what is the balancing equation? Al2O3 6HCl gives you 2AlCl3 plus 3H2O. Next, reacting with NaOH. So Al2O3 reacting with the NaOH gives you sodium aluminate. Very, very popular equation. Sodium aluminate NaAlO2 plus H2O. So check it everyone. Balancing equation 2NaOH. That's all. So write it everyone. Next, what would happen if the metal is reacted with iron oxide? What will happen? It will react with iron oxide. Iron is more reactive or aluminum is more reactive? Everybody. Yes? What would happen if the metal is reacting? So aluminum is reacting with iron oxide. Everybody, what will happen, guys? Aluminum is more reactive or iron is more reactive? Yes, please.
Aluminium is more reactive.
Aluminum is more reactive. So that what will happen, Amma? Displacement reaction will take place or not? Displacement reaction will take place or not? So iron oxide, Fe2O3, if you have been taken, so definitely there will be a displacement reaction. So because aluminum is more reactive than iron, so that the aluminum will displace the iron from the oxide. That is what you have to remember. Okay, everybody? All of you? Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Do it, everybody. Any doubt? Anybody can ask me. So write the equation also. So Al react with Fe2O3. So we'll get aluminum oxide. Al2O3 plus iron will come. So displacement reaction carried out as the iron is more reactive. Displacement reaction. Next. Make it everybody. Clear, guys? Yes? And two more equations also learn. If iron oxide will react means these two equations. If suppose that aluminum react, so aluminum react with HCl, so we'll get AlCl3 plus hydrogen gas. Metal react with acids. That is what you have to remember. Same way, metal react with the base. So that is what aluminum react with the base NaOH. So we are going to get aluminum hydroxide plus sodium metal. So these equations, please remember that. Okay. But aluminum reacting with NaOH also we need a water. So in these cases, if I add the water, then the products will come sodium aluminate NaAlO2 plus we are going to get hydrogen gas. So this one you should avoid it. Okay. So please remember that. Already these equations I have taught in the classwork. Am I right, Hari? This one, adding water. Check it. You have done or not, Mitakshri?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please learn that, everyone. Next. A metal oxide on being heated with the carbon does not produce carbon dioxide. So give a possible explanation for this behavior of the metal oxide. A metal oxide on being heated with the carbon, a metal oxide being heated with the carbon does not produce carbon dioxide. Give a possible explanation for this behavior of the metal oxide they are asking. So what is the reason? Definitely metal is what? Yes, please. Metal is more reactive or less reactive?
More reactive.
More reactive than carbon. So that's the reason it will not produce. So it won't react. So a metal oxide on being heated with the carbon does not produce carbon dioxide. What does it mean? So metal is more reactive than carbon. That is the only reason. That is other than that, nothing. So that's the reason no reaction will carried out. So no production of carbon dioxide. So next last question. A metallic element M has the following properties. Floats on water, can be cut with a knife. So by seeing these two, I can say two options, either sodium or next one is what guys? Sodium or potassium. Next, occurs naturally as its chloride of formula MCl. MCl means definitely it is a what? NaCl, so potassium gone. So what is a metal? Everybody, what is a metal? All of you. What is the metal Ra? We can identify sodium. Of course, it may be, you may think KCl also, potassium chloride also, but it its oxide dissolves in water to form a hydroxide. To form a hydroxide. Then, what is that everybody? State the method of manufacturing of the metal. Of course, maybe a potassium or sodium, whatever it is. So its oxide dissolves in water to form the hydroxide. So can you tell me, oxide, sodium oxide reacting with water, what is the reaction? Sodium oxide reacting with the water, what is the reaction? What is this? Sodium oxide reacting with water, what is the reaction, guys? It will form hydroxide. What is that? Yesterday also we discussed offline class. Sodium oxide reacting with water, it will form water, sodium hydroxide. That is only they are asking correct amount. So potassium oxide if you have been taken. So you want you can write. So potassium oxide Na2O, no K2O. So K2O if it will react with water, so then what will happen? We'll get KOH. Potassium oxide react with water, so it will form KOH, potassium hydroxide. That's what. Now state the method of manufacturing of the metal M. State the method of manufacture of the metal M. So what is a metal? What is the method to manufacture high reactive metals? Sodium or potassium? What is the method? Everyone? What is the method, Amma? Yes, please. What is the method? Electrolysis. Understand? So electrolysis of molten chloride. That is what we can say. So sodium or potassium we are going to obtain from electrolysis process only. So electrolysis process of molten chloride. That is what. So this molten chloride equation already we have got in chapter number 1 also I have taught you for some purpose. Anybody can tell what is the purpose? We have written that liquid NaCl and molten NaCl dissolved in water and directly it is melted. Anyone? There is a purpose we have written there. Anybody? It is under some type of reaction. You should find it and tell. We have written that only one equation we have in our book. We have added these two also. Anyone? If you say it's okay, if not, I won't say. Where is the purpose? What is the purpose we have written? The same equation. You can see second chapter also that will come. Liquid, that molten NaCl, where it will come, guys? Production of chlorine and all. What is the name of that process? Production of production of chlorine, hydrogen, and sodium hydroxide. What is the name of the process?
Chlor-alkali
Second
process.
chapter, chlor-alkali process.
Chloride.
So for chlor-alkali process, we are going to take NaCl in aqueous state. But same one, NaCl, if you have been taken a liquid state, that is what? Molten state. Now, if you really has written a classwork, go to the chapter number 1, under the electrolysis process. Under the electrolysis process, we have written this molten NaCl is under passing the electricity. We are going to get Na plus Na, sodium plus chlorine gas. Check it everybody. We have written or not? Everyone? Electrolysis, under the electrolysis example, molten NaCl and dissolved NaCl. Two equations we have written. Am I right, everyone? Verify it. Yes, please. So
Yes, sir.
check your books. If you check it only, it will be remember. If you are having your classworks, you can go through that. Under the electrolysis, water example alone we have, electrolysis of water alone we have, so that I have given you the molten NaCl also. That is what it is. So state the method of manufacturing of the metal M. So electrolysis of molten, that is what you have to write, molten chloride. Electrolysis of molten chloride. So what is that molten chloride? Molten sodium chloride or molten potassium chloride? We don't know what is that. Name the major byproducts obtained in the process. Along with the metal, what we are going to obtain? Everybody. Chlorine gas. Yes, guys. Am I right? Hurry. So chlorine gas is going to obtain. Check it, everybody. That reaction also you can see. Everyone. Check your classworks and tell me. Yes, please. We got it or not? All of you. Sodium plus chlorine gas. You can check it, everybody. So that is what. So what is the byproduct, everybody? What is the byproduct here? Chlorine gas. That is what you have to remember. Okay. So please make it, So that is what is all about this chapter. So with this chemistry also completed. So only now two chapters remaining. Biology, that is what, control and coordination, and as well as another one is how do organs reproduce. So these chapters tomorrow we'll see. Mostly one chapter will complete it, and then remaining one Saturday or whenever it is time permits, we'll finish it. Okay. So now your time is already now 6 o'clock. So finish this. Now today now so anyhow is all day only. So tomorrow only we are going to read for exam. So now 6 you want to relax 10 minutes, but sincerely do it. So 6:30 to 8:30 at least. So go with entire concepts whatever you revised in chemistry. So just have a glance. Any chapter you can take it and practice it. Chemistry only you can go through. So offline class we'll stick to the physics today anyhow, and then we'll go with the biology because next last exam only science after coming Friday, not this Friday, after the coming Friday. So there is no time for us. So we can go through that and we can finish it. So kindly focus it. So now you can take time. So till 8:30 you can study. After that you can get ready and you can come for offline class. Any one chapter. So now why I'm saying keep on one chapter, multiple chapters if you go through that now, so everything will be collapsed. You have to now improve the efficiency. So that's the reason I'm saying spending now this is the time to spend more time for small content so that your quality of learning will increase. So board exam time we cannot spend this much time. So by the time we can balance all the chapters. That's what is my opinion. So you are convenient. So many people are cheating. If you want cheat, you can. Otherwise, you can work. Okay, everybody. So get back to work at least by 6:30. Thank you, everyone. We'll meet by 10 o'clock.